Express. Don't do business without it.
It's time for your business of the week. Women's lacrosse is the fastest growing sport in America, and also number 2, only behind football for concussions. The founders at Hummingbird created a helmet for women and found themselves in the middle of a debate that some say is about safety and others say it's about sexism. For more, watch Your Business Sunday morning at 7:30 Eastern on MSNBC.
Sponsored by the powerful backend of American Express. Don't do business without it.
Can we talk? We used to play so beautifully together. Now we can barely play anything, even cards with the girls.
If you have bent fingers and can't put your hand flat, talk to your doctor. It may be Dupuytren's contracture.
Isn't it time to do something about this?
Your hand is talking. Isn't it time you speak to a doctor? Learn more about Dupuytren's contracture at factsonhand.com. More information is within reach.
This is an insurance commercial. Let's be honest. No one likes dealing with insurance. Which is why Esurance hired me, Dennis Quaid, as their spokesperson, because apparently I'm highly likable. See, they know it's confusing. I don't have no idea what I'm getting from somebody. That's why they're making it simple. And a cafe, and more affordable.
Thank you, Dennis Quaid.
You're welcome.
That's a problem.
I tell you more about 30 seconds, so here's a dramatic shot of their tagline, so you remember. Esurance. It's surprisingly painless.
California Phones offers free specialized phones like cordless phones, big button and volume enhanced phones. Get details on this state program. Call 1-800-330-5100 or visit californiaphones.org.
If you've been injured in a car accident, you probably have a lot of questions. Who will pay my medical bills? What about my lost wages? Will I receive compensation? Do I need a lawyer?
Call the Burns Firm now to get the answers and the help you need.
Call 1-800-800-0000. Injured? Call the Burns Firm now.
Oh, nice.
Now California Phones offers free devices and accessories for your mobile phone, like this device to increase volume on your cell phone. Get details on this state program. Call 1-800-330-5100 or visit californiaphones.org.
Welcome back to Hardball. There are new polls out tonight for 2 of the Hardball 10 we just mentioned. Senate races showing the candidates locked in dead heats as we head into the final weeks of the midterms. In Missouri, look at this number. In Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill always has to fight it out there. She's tied with her Republican judge and Josh Hawley, 47 even. This must be maddening to an incumbent. In Florida, catch this, Democratic Senator Bill Nelson also tied with the governor down at 47. This is why this is the Alfred Hitchcock of this election season, these Senate races. With Republicans holding a 1-seat majority in the Senate, each of these races could determine control of the Senate. In the House of Representatives, there are also 2 new polls out showing voters prefer Democrats and Republicans by double digits. In that generic poll, in other words, they ask you to vote Democrat or Republican this time. Let's bring in the roundtable with Marcus Collins from the Washington Post, the MSNBC contributor. Cornell Belcher is a Democratic pollster and MSNBC analyst. We're going to explain the difference there in a minute. And John Brakeman is a Republican analyst, strategist, and whatever. Anyway, I think it's I think on this question of the Senate races, it's personality. It's not the British Labour Party or the British Conservative Party. You actually don't vote party in a lot of cases. You look at the person. You like McCaskill, they seem local enough, Missourian enough, that kind of thing.
The way I think about the Senate, the Democrats just have to really pull it inside straight, and everything needs to go their way, even though the margin is razor thin. It's going to be really hard to pull that off.
I think if you're winning 6 of those 10, it's going to be tough. I'm telling you, they're almost all but Nevada red states.
Well, in Nevada, you get back to that. Right. But if you look at the map, look, this is supposed to be a really good Republican year for the Senate race. But if you look at the polling's out right now, and a lot of these states that are teetering where they're supposed to be doing well in, it's a toss-up, right? And I think a lot of that has to do with, quite frankly, international referendum on Trump, right? When you get to the polling, you have a majority of Americans want to put a check on Trump in Congress. That certainly doesn't help the Republicans nationally. And I think there is an opportunity in Tennessee where Republicans have to spend money, in Texas where they never have to spend money.
I think geography counts, and I think that if you're surrounded by a lot of pro-Trump people, you're going to vote Trump. But you get in the suburbs where you may have been the odd woman out, the odd man out voting for Trump last time. This time you're not voting for him. So you're not going to stick your neck out for Trump this time in the suburbs.
Well, the suburbs are on fire. That's the problem.
Yeah, but here's where Senate races are different. First of all, the House is definitely, look at the generic ballot, look at President Trump's numbers, that's going to affect the House. Senate races are a little bit more like governor races. They're choice elections. This person versus that person. So that's number one. Number two is, when you put a poll up there showing an incumbent and a challenger both at 47, it goes towards the challenger because incumbents pick up very few undecideds the closer we get to the election. So in some of these races where Republicans are tied at this point, that's actually good. And like I said,
you're right. Let's move on. David, as we discussed earlier,
could you repeat that?
No, you're right. Because I believe if you don't have 50% and you're incumbent, they know you pretty well. If they didn't like you yet, they're not going to like you next month. Anyway, book by veteran journalist Bob Woodward pays it. Unless you end up being one of the rape candidates, then you're out of the business, like Murdoch or Aiken.
But that's not true. But that's not true. Go to his former speaker, Harry Reid. He always did that well. He never got the 50%, but he always pulled it out.
Terrible.
Well, yeah, how many have organizations? Well, Claire McCaskill certainly has an organization, and we keep.
Have you ever admitted Republicans have an advantage?
Have I said what?
Every minute that a Republican has an
I admit that I have an advantage all the time. This is a good year. I started off by saying this should be a very good year for them.
Who's going to win the Senate?
I think Democrats will edge out one seat. Because I think there's going to be some Senate races.
They're going to win too.
Well, I think they're going to pick up. Certainly, they're going to lose. They're not going to win all their seats. All the seats.
Win the majority.
Do they lose any?
Bob Woodward paints a picture of a nervous breakdown in Trump's presidency. According to the Washington Post, the book by Woodward, which is coming out next week, states that President Trump referred to his former chief of staff, Reince Priebus, as like a little rat. Nice guy, President Trump. He often mocked his former national security advisor, H.R. McMaster, behind his back. He told his Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, "You're past your prime." And in one exchange during a National Security Council meeting, Trump asked why the U.S. military is in the Korean Peninsula at all. His Defense Secretary Jim Mattis told him, "We're doing this in order to prevent World War III." After Trump left the meeting, Woodward recounts, Mattis was particularly exasperated and alarmed, telling close associates that the president acted like and had the understanding of a fifth or sixth. In the last hour, Trump responded to the book in a tweet saying the stories were made up, and he questioned whether Woodward is a Dem operative. Okay, so one thing about Bob Woodward, I have never detected in years of meeting him at all kinds of events, ever since he was a liberal Democrat, even slightly.
I will let Bob discuss his political views, whatever they are, for himself. And I think it's fair to say, if you look at the array of his work, Dem operative are not the first words that come to mind. America's foremost investigative reporter, more of an accurate description.
Colonel, what do you think of the voter? I mean, I keep thinking, I think Saturday was a spiritual moment. I'm talking about the other side. I think this country recovered something of its soul this Saturday with the burial of, and their honoring of John McCain, the center, whatever. But it's not just the center, the spirit of the country. But this knowledge that the President of the United States is surrounded by people that think he's an idiot, that think he's ignorant, he doesn't have the knowledge of a 12th grader on issues that he should understand, strategic stuff like why we have information, why we have all kinds of stuff to prevent nuclear war. Is that going to affect any voter you know?
Well, I think it's already baked in, right? I think some of it is already baked in. I think all the voters who are they never thought that Trump was the sharpest tool anyway. And I think over the last 2 years, you've seen that drip.
Yeah, but that's the difference in that best. Though when Sarah Palin was unmasked as somebody who, and not she's a bad person, but didn't know anything, that hurt. Well, it hurt John McCain.
But this isn't new news for Trump. Like Americans have never thought he was great on foreign policy. They never thought he was the sharpest tool. They did think he was a tribal warrior, and that's what he continues to be.
John Braybetter, you're in here. What do you think of this book?
First of all, you got to remember how Trump got here. The left voted for Hillary, the right voted for Trump, and a lot of blue collars did not like Hillary and saw Trump as an agent of change. And so they're not surprised by all this, that his actions are counterculture to the Washington seat as we would typically know it. I think the thing about this particular book, first of all, I agree with you. I think Woodward is, the Republicans should not be out there saying, let's destroy him, we can't trust him. I think his reputation precedes him. But I will say this,
Better look out.
Sources, you still have
That's right.
the South Koreans saying, wait a minute, I never said these things. So if you like the president, you're going to think the book doesn't matter. If you don't like the president, give you
he's going to wonder about all these people around him, ratting him out. What's he going to think about Kelly being cooked? Because no matter what he says publicly, he suspects that Kelly did say it.
Of course he did.
That's a silence for
What the suburban Trump's gonna say? The suburban voters.
Yeah, the same ones that Hillary ran her whole campaign again for and didn't win.
But I know he's not disrespectful. I know last thought, Cornell, real quick.
I disagree with it. The left was split going into 2016. You're not going to see them split going into next presidential. You're not going to see them split going into midterm.
It's easier to vote against Trump than vote for Hillary.
Yes.
I think so. I'm just saying there's an easier effect. I'm not knocking her. The roundtable's sticking with us, and up next, the governor of Arizona has picked the successor for the late Senator John McCain. How will that fit a Supreme Court nomination? Well, the confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh, because we now have another vote. Probably for Kavanaugh.
This is the kid I went to the junior prom with.
You did the
And if you get down, that's me above him.
You won best looking in your senior year.
This high school moment was the day I went across the stage. My dad couldn't read real good, so it was a milestone for me.
Ancestry now has over 300,000 yearbooks from all across the country. So go back to school with your family and discover more of their stories. Start searching for free at Ancestry.com.
1, 2, 3.
Caravan.
The finest luxury items from the world's top designers, including Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Cartier, and hundreds more. All up to 90% off retail. And each authenticated by our team of experts. Real luxury, unreal value. Only at The Real Real. Shop now and get 20% off with the code REAL at therealreal.com and in store.
My mom loves to volunteer, and I worry because she recently had a fall. So I got a new Lively Mobile from Great Call. It's a mobile medical alert device with fall detection. It's so reassuring knowing she can get help anywhere with just the press of a button.
In any unsafe or uncertain situation, you'll be immediately connected to a highly trained agent who could get you the help you need.
Go to greatcall.com/coupon to get 25% off at these fine retailers.
We're right back with the Hardball Roundtable. You're watching Hardball.
Ah, Mr. Black. It's good to see you again, man. A toast to your demise.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest. That's transparency.
I was looking for somebody who wanted to find love. Eddie Harmony.
I don't know
Ask
why.
you questions so that we can match
Don't
you
know
for
what
the best
happened.
connection.
I found my person.
I really found my true love on Harmony.
Blind as a bat.
The #1 trusted dating site. Start for free today. This is not a bet. It's a revolution in sleep. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed is on sale now for $8.99 during Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to keep you both comfortable. It even helps with this. So you wake up ready to put your pedal to the metal. It's the final days where all beds are on sale. The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 smart bed is now only $8.99 plus 24-month financing on all beds. And Sunday. Sleep Number, proven quality sleep.
We'd heard of it, she says, but we didn't really know what it did.
I know they've got reviews for home pros, but so do a lot of websites.
I didn't want to pay to join. Then I found out it's free. Wait, it's free?
Free to check ratings, read reviews.
And Angie's List reviews are written by real customers. So I know the pros have done quality work.
And now they'll even match my project with a few qualified pros for the job.
And it's all free. To get the most reviews from real customers, all for free, go to angieslist.com today.
The Mitsubishi Motors Summer Season Pass sales event. 0% financing for 72 months. And no payments for 90 days on select models. Hurry into your local Mitsubishi Motors dealer for our award-winning line of vehicles. Exciting offers end September 4th.
As I contemplated who could best serve our state in the U.S. Senate, I kept coming back to one name and one person, John Kyle. With nearly 2 decades experience in the Senate, serving alongside John McCain, Senator Kyle is prepared to hit the ground running.
Well, that was Arizona Governor Doug Ducey this morning announcing his choice of former Arizona Senator John Kyle to fill the late Senator John McCain's seat through 2020 until they have an election. Kyle has been on the Hill in recent months, acting as the Sherpa, the guide, if you will, for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh by guiding him through the confirmation process. While former Senator Kyle will be a dependable vote for Trump's Supreme Court nominee, he has had choice words for the man in the White House. Let's watch Kyle on Trump.
I don't like his style. Much of it is boorish. I think he's his own worst enemy. He could be much more effective if he were more politique, more diplomatic. Of course, that's one of the things that people like about him, the fact that he is that way. But I think there's a happy medium.
Go back to the Harbor Roundtable. Senator Kyle, impact on life on this planet, any?
Placeholder, status quo.
Senator Ducey, I would bet. I'm sorry, call me a cynic.
You are a cynic, Chris, but you've been around for a while.
Because he said he was going to pick somebody, Cornell, who was going to run for election in 2 years. He picked somebody who was promised he won't run for election in 2 years, leaving that opportunity open to Governor Ducey.
Opportunity, right. And Kyle's saying, okay, I think Arizona's a changing state, though. I think the more interesting, I think, we were rather talk about this, is the dead heat that the Arizona Senate race is right now. And that's what I saw in the Republican state, but demographic shifts are changing.
But there is some personality.
Yeah, but there is some significance with Kyle. Number one, he not only checks the box, he's not McCain and going to put his finger in the eye of this president. Ideologically, he agrees with this president on things like healthcare, where they couldn't get John McCain to vote.
Not going to see him go like that.
Right. He's a trusted vote that they're going to have. With that said,
he was a stupid war guy. He was all for the hawkish wars.
Well, but his style is contrary to the president's. He's respected on both sides of the aisle. His tone and tenor is not the same way that the president's done. It is, and I think that for the Senate, for Mitch McConnell, he's probably dancing.
You like this guy?
If you know John McCain, I have John Kyle. I haven't talked to him in years. He's a wonderful guy, and I think the first person to tweet out what a great pick was Cindy McCain. Right. So, that tells you something.
Well, she's a Republican, and she's a hawk, and I like her, but she's a hawk. I disagree with her.
Well, you're not going to get another McCain. So, from Cindy McCain's point of view, this is probably as good as you could get towards the status quo anti-losing.
What do you think of our new ally in the Middle East? Hafez Assad, the new guy, Bashar Assad, the son. The guy that the president said, is that ready for the kill him? Kill him. He said, how do you get away with that? The president said, imagine picking up the paper, the guy, Mr. President, your honor is Mr. Assad. It sounds like Trump wanted to He wants to be there more.
There may be some laws about that.
I think we got laws against assassination, I noticed. Anyway, thank you, Ruth Hargis. Thank you, Colonel Belcher. I think you're wrong on most of that stuff. John Graybender, thank you. When we return, let me finish tonight with what so many of us witnessed on Saturday at Senator John McCain's funeral. I thought it was a rare spiritual moment in the city. Go watch our work.
What we're witnessing every day is the story of our time.
What's going on behind the scenes at the White House today?
He can find himself in jail. We couldn't do this without the best reporters.
Hey, Laura, can we find out who's writing on this?
This one, to me, is just a whole new level.
Thank you. One.
We're going to try to give you the best review of this day in the life of this presidency. As we come on the air tonight, we have breaking news.
For those who are driven by purpose, who are building others instead of just wealth, giving back and never giving up, TIAA will help you live your definition of success. Whether you have $500 or $5 million. Investing, advice, banking, retirement. TIAA. Start today at TIAA.org.
Need a change of scenery? Kayak compares hundreds of travel and airline sites, so you can be confident you're getting the right flight at the best price. Cheers. Kayak. Search one and done.
What do you think?
tell you what I'd do. I'd start running.
Now, gentlemen, hustle! Does your doorbell do that? Ours does. Get tough on crime. Ring Video Doorbell. Keep your home and your neighborhood safe. Available at ring.com.
Promote what makes your business great with Vistaprint. Whether it's a business card, a banner, or a postcard, we have the paper stocks, sizes, and design options to create marketing that's right for your business.
That was beautiful.
Give it a try with 500 standard business cards starting at just $9.99 when you use code VP500 at Vistaprint.com.
The system is broken. I'm trying to stop it from ruining any more lives. Do I have your attention?
If you're struggling with up to $10,000 in credit card debt, you can qualify for National Debt Relief's Debt Reset program. This program can reduce the balances of your debt and reduce your monthly payments.
That's just wonderful.
In 24 to 48 months. There are no upfront costs or out-of-pocket expenses. Imagine being debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Call now to see if you qualify. You can talk to a counselor right now.
Call 800-685-1205.
Pain wants to stop you. Lock you. Like that's gonna happen. Icy hot. Icy the dull, to relax. Rise from pain. Icy hot.
Megan's smile is getting a lot of attention. That's because she goes beyond brushing with Act Mouthwash. Act brushes breath and strengthens enamel, protects teeth from harmful acids, and helps prevent cavities. Protect your smile every day. Go beyond brushing with Act.
Let me finish tonight with what so many of us felt and certainly witnessed on Saturday. I was honored when I received the call to anchor our coverage of John McCain's funeral. All of us who covered the man, cheered him, experienced his withering contempt, laughed with him, were inspired by him, wanted to be part of it. I did. I did it for the reason I love being at the Brandenburg Gate when it was about to open in 1989. I love being in South Africa for its first all-race election. Being in Belfast during the Good Friday Accords, in Rome when John Paul II in the Vatican, because it was important to our times, just as being and spending the era with John McCain was important. I'm a romantic in my politics. Senator McCain made fun of it once. Now I go on from rooting for him in 2000, even
dumbass.
for Barack Obama in 2008. I can do Maverick, he told a big room when I was there. I can't do Messiah. Well, the senator was more, of course, than a maverick. He was a classic U.S. senator, the kind we find in great political novels, the kind John F. Kennedy saluted in his book Profiles in Courage, the kind willing to stand up in the crowd to show guts when no one else will. McCain was a conservative. I wish we had a progressive like him. Fortunately, his spirit isn't gone. I saw that spirit in the voice of his daughter Megan on Saturday. There was a Celtic word in that voice, a defiance against the powerful. She reminded me of the movie Heroin and $1 Million Baby, who went into the ring, even against dirty fighters, carrying the colors of her father on a day he could not. I have a feeling about what happened Saturday. It was a feeling I had in the church in East Germany before the wall came down. Like in 1989, it was a religious service, but something more of an underground movement. A statement was being made this Saturday by Meghan McCain and many others that this darkness we're going through right now is going to pass. That people will return again to the guise of truth and courage and individual spirit. That the lying and the gutlessness and the bullying will have ceased. And that's hardball for now. Thanks for being with us. On with Chris Hayes starts right now.
Tonight on All In.
I'm talking about Woodward. You said that he told you. So I'm speaking to Woodward. You never told me.
Bob Woodward's bombshell.
Right. Well, I assume that means it's going to be a negative vote.
Democrats stage a rebellion.
What is the rush? What are we trying to hide?
Tonight, Senators Cory Booker and Kamala Harris on their resistance to Donald Trump's pick for the Supreme Court.
We cannot possibly move forward, Mr. Chairman, with this hearing.
Then, the Woodward book.
Sounds like this is going to be a bad one.
warning from the president's lawyer about an interview with Robert Mueller.
Don't testify. It's either that or an orange jumpsuit.
As his cabinet removes papers from the president's desk to preserve national security. And 2 months from Election Day, the best evidence yet that Democrats could return to power. I hope there's a red wedge. All In starts right now. Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes. Tonight, exactly 2 months from what could be the most consequential midterm elections in at least a generation. As campaign season kicks into high gear, and the Senate begins hearings for the judge who may be the deciding vote on the Supreme Court. Things look increasingly precarious for the president who nominated him and the republic he represents. According to a new book by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Bob Woodward, the president continues to grow more unhinged as special counsel Robert Mueller closes in. The Washington Post, which obtained an early copy, reported the president's own advisors regard him as basically a malevolent, willfully ignorant fool, according to Woodward. Senior aides resorting to hiding documents and ignoring outright presidential orders to protect national security. According to the Post's account of Woodward's book, the president's former attorney in the Mueller probe, John Dowd, viewed his own client as a compulsive liar who escalated his own legal jeopardy, warning Trump, "Don't testify, it's either that or an orange jumpsuit." Dowd eventually resigned. The book comes 2 weeks to the day since the president's former employee and personal lawyer, longtime confidant and fixer, Michael Cohen, testified under oath in a federal courthouse that the president personally directed him to break the law in an effort to win the White House. Meanwhile, the president remains under investigation for obstruction of justice and for having potentially participated in another criminal conspiracy to help his campaign, that one carried out by Russia with possible aid from Americans. And on the same day that Cohen pleaded guilty to 8 felony counts, a jury convicted the president's campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, on 8 counts of tax and bank fraud. He faces a second trial set to start later this month. That makes 5 of the president's close associates and campaign aides now convicted or admitted felons, and it does not include his 2 earliest congressional endorsements.
Big shit.
Republicans Chris Collins and Duncan Hunter, both indicted on federal charges. Just this past weekend, the president berating his attorney general for daring to prosecute his political allies, exposing his own contempt for the rule of law. Quote, 2 long-running Obama-era investigations of 2 very popular Republican congressmen were brought to a well-publicized charge just ahead of the midterms by the Jeff Sessions Justice Department. 2 easy wins now in doubt because there's not enough time. Good job, Jeff. The record of alleged crimes occurred while Trump was president. In fact, he allegedly committed them.
Exactly what I was trying not to do.
It was against that backdrop. That is the context in which
Exactly what I was guarding against, and I did it.
Lifetime appointment at the Supreme Court came before the Senate today for his first day of confirmation hearings. Among the many high-stakes issues that Brett Kavanaugh would likely decide before he confirmed is, of course, the president's own legal fate, which looks more and more likely to come before that high court. Kavanaugh has expressed some very expansive views of executive authority. He's already shown he's willing to compromise himself for this president.
No president has ever consulted more widely or talked with more people from more backgrounds to seek input about a Supreme Court nomination.
That is how Kavanaugh first introduced himself to the nation with what is an obvious lie. Just before the holiday weekend, the White House announced it would bar senators from viewing 100,000 pages of records from Kavanaugh's work in the George W. Bush White House, citing executive privilege. And then last night, hours before the hearing was set to begin, Republican lawyers screening those records released another 42,000 pages for senators to review. The day began with demonstrations on Capitol Hill and protesters disrupting the proceedings. More than 60 of them arrested. And when the hearing finally started, Democrats in the Senate Judiciary Committee staged a revolt.
I welcome everyone to this confirmation hearing on the nomination of
Mr. Chairman.
Brett Kavanaugh.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to be recognized to ask a question before we proceed. The committee received just last night, less than 15 hours ago, 42,000 pages of documents that we have not had an opportunity to review or read.
We have been denied real access to the documents we need to advise which turns this hearing into a charade and a mockery of our norms. Well, Mr. Chairman, I therefore move to adjourn this hearing.
They should be transparent. This committee, sir, is a violation of even the values I've heard you talk about time and time again. the ideals that we should have? What is the rush? What are we trying to hide by not having the documents out front?
I'm joined now by one of the senators who led that revolt in the Kavanaugh hearing today, Democratic Senator Kamala Harris of California. Senator, why did the chair, I was a little confused about what happened there, but the chair was gaveling for order. He could have just taken a party line vote and won the vote, right?
Well, he should have taken a vote, and the vote should have been on the motion that both Senator Blumenthal and I made. One was to suspend the hearing, or at the very least postpone the hearing until we had all of the documents that we need to have to be able to fully vet this nominee, and to also share that information with the American public so they know what they're getting in their next member of the United States Supreme Court if he were confirmed.
You know, there was a kind of unifying theme among Republicans on the committee today that Democrats and activists and the protesters in the chamber are out getting sort of worked up excessively. I want to play you what one of your colleagues, Ben Sass, said when he referred to the hysteria that he's seeing in the critics. Take a listen.
People are going to pretend that Americans have no historical memory, and supposedly there haven't been screaming protesters saying women are going to die at every hearing for decades. So, the fact that the hysteria has nothing to do with you means that we should ask, what's the hysteria coming from? The hysteria around Supreme Court confirmation hearings is coming from the fact that we have a fundamental misunderstanding of the role of the Supreme Court.
That's what it's going to take.
People brings
cutting today.
Well, we've got a couple of issues, Chris, with that. One, I think it's a mistake to refer to women who are using their voice to protest, a flawed process to refer to them as hysterical. There's a whole line of discussion and writings on how the word hysteria has been used to talk about women who own no power. So putting that piece aside, I'll say that this was a hearing that we held today where we were given 15 hours to review 42,000 pages of documents. It's a hearing where there are 100,000 pages of documents that no other president has done this, but this president has applied executive privilege to deny us the ability to have access to those documents. And this is a nominee who has a long history of being a political operative, a long history of working for various conservative Republican administrations to frankly do a lot of dirty work that has been politically motivated. This committee has a right to fully vet this nominee. The American public has a right to know who he is, and there is so much on the line and so much at stake. So to suggest that people who understand the seriousness of this and are protesting the lack of transparency, the lack of due process,
I like you, but I will break you.
Hysterical is really just trying to throw out a red herring and not deal with the real issue, which is that this is a hearing that is severely flawed, and it should be postponed until we can vet who this nominee really is.
You just said something where you said unprecedented, no president has done this. People, I think, can sometimes get lost in the back and forth over documents. What here is most troubling to you, or what's unprecedented?
Well, what's unprecedented is that there's a whole trove of documents that apply to this nominee's professional life that we have no access to, and we've been denied access. This is unprecedented. Elena Kagan, for example, she worked for an administration, and the documents that were associated with her work in that administration were given to the committee so that they could fully vet who she was. Executive privilege was not applied to the documents that were associated with her work with that White House. But that's not the case here.
Hello,
this
baby.
is unprecedented.
The plane? Maybe I wait half an hour?
Yeah, I'll be done in a little bit.
Okay. And you hear from sort of Republicans saying today, look, we won the election, you lost, we get to do whatever we want to do.
I see your boy.
What's your response to that?
Barack Obama won the election, and he nominated Merrick Garland. And they obstructed the ability of that elected president to nominate and have a meaningful hearing on his nominee to the United States Supreme Court. So it lacks merit, that allegation. It is actually, it's an empty point, at least as applied to the Republicans who were presented with a nominee by a president of the United States, and that nominee was Merrick Garland, and they wouldn't even give him an interview and one-on-one meetings, much less a hearing.
Senator Kamala Harris was there at the committee today. You will be seeing her all week. It's great to have you. Thank you very much for your time tonight.
Thanks, Chris. Take care.
For more on what happened in that hearing today and the high stakes of Kavanaugh's confirmation, I'm joined by Neil Cottrell, who's a former acting U.S. Solicitor General. I want to talk first briefly about
process and substance, but on the papers thing, I started this personally thinking, well, they're just trying to rush. There's a lot of papers who was in the White House a long time. There's a huge record. They want to get this done, so they're shortcutting the process. But at every step, it seems to me they acted in ways that suggest they're hiding something. Am I being paranoid?
You're not being paranoid. I mean, you started this show by saying that the election in November is the most consequential election in a generation. But this is the most consequential seat in nomination hearing for the Supreme Court in our lifetime by 100-fold. And now it's more important than what happens in November. This is the swing seat. And here the administration is doing something unprecedented. They are hiding all of these documents. And look, we won't think for some other administration, but it's the Trump administration, which is under criminal suspicion any number of ways. The president's personal lawyer favoring Donald Trump in a criminal conspiracy and so on. And now they're hiding these documents. The whole thing stinks. And if you went back and looked at what happened with Justice Kagan, I had a first bird's-eye view into that. I was her deputy when she was nominated, and I looked at that process about the document production. No executive privilege ever done, ever asserted, or anything like that. Here you have 100,000 pages that are being withheld, 42,000 pages that were dumped on the committee last night. That is not American. That is not a transparent process.
And you've got two moments in the decision process where they send things back. So first, Chuck Grassley actually confers with his associates and asks for fewer documents, right? Which itself is kind of weird. Like, at first he was going to go bigger. He talks to some of the people who convince him, like, ratchet back how many documents.
Right, now that I can understand, maybe, they're not going to conspiracy threat, right? But look, this is, Judge Kavanaugh, who's a lovely man, has, I think, the most to lose by this. These documents are eventually going to come out under the Presidential Records Act. It'd be a real shame if there's some bad stuff in them that comes out after he's seated. That's bad for him. It's bad for the Supreme Court.
He's got a lifetime appointment.
Well, it's, I will say, the Supreme Court is about politics in so many ways. Do
you still think that watching this?
I've had the privilege of arguing 37 cases there, and I really do think that that's the way the court has functioned largely by and large in our democracy. I do think that things like this are really worrisome. I mean, a couple of like the tweets this weekend of the president really corrupting our Justice Department and saying things like, Republicans shouldn't be indicted. If he can do that to the Justice Department, what's to stop him from doing that to the Supreme Court?
But that's the thing about these fights that I always find so maddening, right? So there's got to be somewhere between, on one level, this completely cynical will to power view, which is the view of Donald Trump, right? Which is that the law is a fiction used to exercise power. That's how he views it very clearly. He can't even make coherent sense that the law is an independent thing. And this idea,
there is a coherent sense, which is as long as the paper's hit.
That's right, yes, that's true. It's coherent in that it aids strength. And then on the other side, this idea of the Supreme Court's about politics, which is a sentence that I find harder to make sense of than the era we live in.
Well, I do think it's hard, but I don't think we should give up on it. I mean, that is what the American experiment is built on. That gave us Brown versus Board of Education, gave us marriage equality, it gave us so many different things. And for us to give up on that and just say it's all politics, I can't think of something more destructive. Now, Trump has destroyed a lot, but if he destroys your faith in that, Chris, I'm really worried.
Well, I'm not the issue, right? The issue is that people are going to vote on this nomination. I guess the question for them is, what should they be considering as someone who's been such a close observer of the court?
So, the first thing is, how can they really go through a vote with all these documents being hidden? Senators Grassley and Cornyn themselves in 2010 said, don't allow a hearing for Justice Kagan until we have all the documents. That was the standard then, it should be the standard right now. And maybe the documents don't have anything. We do, this whole conspiracy thing is nothing. But let's wait and find out. And then let's have a debate, a fair debate about Judge Kavanaugh and whether he should be confirmed.
All right, Bill Comstock, it's great to have you here. Thank you. I'm joined now by another Democratic senator who objected to the Kavanaugh hearing today, Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey. Senator, Kavanaugh was reprising a line from John Roberts about balls and strikes. The job is an umpire. I don't have any politics. I just call him as I see him. What do you think of that argument, particularly now that we've seen John Roberts make that argument and actually rule in the court?
There's a clear pattern of decisions in which he's been that conservative majority, that 5-4 majority, constantly and consistently ruling against the interests of workers' rights, against the interests of employees, against large corporations, working against women's rights, curtailing voting rights. You see the pattern of who they're serving in that 5-4 majority, and it's not balls and strikes. They're not ending up on both sides often. It's a court that is tipping, and this nomination we have right now will change the dynamics of the court in a way that we haven't seen in generations, and frankly, begin to roll back many of the gains that we made during the civil rights movement, the workers' rights movement, the women's rights movement, and more.
People are watching this on both sides, right? Both support and oppose Kavanaugh are having their mind made up, and I think they're wondering about what is the end game strategy here. I mean, it seems two things. One is a commitment by no Democrats to vote for him, giving the Republicans 2 votes, and then persuading 2 Republican senators. Is that how you understand it?
Well, ultimately, you need to move exactly that. You have to hold the Democrats, move some of the Republicans over.
No.
I remind people over and over again, this is just like the same.
You can't have that. That's bad for you.
We were facing down the barrel of destruction of
you can't fight my foot.
Going back to
my
the
last
days
shot.
Go. We denied health coverage, or that the #1 reason for personal bankruptcies were that you couldn't afford your medical bills. And yet it was the efforts, not just in the Senate and the House, but really the outrage of the American people, not right or left, but just Americans who
that's not a good shot.
And so
bunker.
I think that's often not being seen as clearly. We have enough of a pattern of his decisions about a woman's right to choose, his decisions about workers' rights, his decisions about corporate consolidation, or what corporations can do to employees or to our environment. Enough of a pattern to know that the stakes are not just as high as they were with losing health care, losing access to health care, but they're actually higher when you consider all the other issues. And so what my hope is maybe, perhaps, we can see this being an ignition point, especially as the Democrats try to draw a lot of these truths out from the candidate, that we can get more people motivated and activated to let their voices be heard, and let a lot of the conservative Republicans effectively lead to or at least severely constrain women's access to abortion rights and a number of other issues.
You know, they're calling out today from ABC Washington Post on the support for his confirmation, which is really surprisingly low. It's split 39-38%. Lowest number since Harriet Mier and Robert Bork, of course, one of whom was voted down, one of whom was withdrawn. There's a final question here about his role overseeing some things that may go
worse
regarding the president's investigation. Are you curious about Kavanaugh's views of executive power, because he has suggested they are even more expansive perhaps than any other member of the court currently sitting?